Is it Christmas Eve?
It's Christmas Eve.
It's Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas, folks. I don't know if there's anybody watching right now, but happy Christmas to everybody. Really, happy Christmas. I've got some fun stuff to play with for the next couple of hours, and we'll see what happens with my gingerbread house again. Last Christmas, my gingerbread house live stream did not really go according to plan. So this year I'm hoping it'll be better. I got two this time. I got two gingerbread house kits, and we'll see how well it goes. Let's just take a quick look at those real quick. This gingerbread house kit has kind of interlocking walls. You really can't see that, but there's little notches on the sides so that you can kind of hook them together. I figured that'd be a little more me-proof. And this one has got, what do we got here? Airheads, bites, mini bars, and soft-filled bites. So, okay, we got this little gingerbread house, and this, I'm about as prepared as I was last year, which is pretty much not. So we'll see how well this one turns out. And there is no baking needed, but you kind of know that. And a bunch of stuff here. All right, yeah. They don't really say like give you like an age group or anything like that on there. So, all right, there's that one, and then I got this other one here. Easy Build. Easy Build.
Val, sir.
Val.
Val.
Ho, 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 ho. Hey, Val.
He said Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, my friend.
To Dad Cave, Merry Christmas, Tom and Mrs. Oldtime.
Jared, good evening. Good evening. Merry Christmas. I'm just going over my future gingerbread disasters here. Last year, my house didn't make it very good, so I just got done going over my little airheads one here. It's got different kinds of airheads, and it has interlocking walls, so that I'm hoping that will a little more structural stability.
Eli, Merry Christmas.
Eli, Merry Christmas, man. Did you come to watch my oh no moments? Because we got two gingerbread houses this time. And this easy gingerbread house, it says on the side here, it is a skill level 2. And, I don't know if I really qualify for a skill level 2. But it also says perfect for little hands, recommended for those 3 and up. So I guess I fall into that category. We're gonna play with that. Or these here in a few. I bought this little kid's cotton candy maker because I felt like making some cotton candy, and I got to looking at the price of flavored sugars to make your different flavors of cotton candy, like orange or something, It's really super expensive. I mean, like I think it was a set of 8 11-ounce bottles, which really isn't much as far as sugar volume goes. It was like $60. So I thought, well, I can do better than that. So I'll be tinkering with that here in a little bit. I got some kid toys to play with, and I got some bangers. You know, I've always seen the Brits do their, do their crackers or their bangers. And so I went on Amazon and I bought a box of 8, and I was excited when the package came, and I opened it up, and I'm looking at the box, and there on the back was my big disappointment for this particular thing. It didn't come from the UK. It was made in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. So I was a little like, oh no, how good can they be?
So Val says, are you going to make a gingerbread Nakatomi Plaza Tower?
Pretty well, yeah. I'd love to, especially if I had the little Hans to let go at the end and listen to the little Hans go. Ah!
Eli said that his camping trip fell through, so he's home.
Well, Eli, I did remember you said you were going camping, but I'm sorry that it canceled on you. It sounded like it was going to be a good time, but I'm glad you're here. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Dad Cave said, I made an easy gingerbread house last year and had problems with it. I can build things out of wood, but gingerbread houses are my weakness, apparently.
Yeah, apparently they're my kryptonite as well.
And Val says, pickle cotton candy?
Pickle cotton candy? I can make it. I didn't make it this time. It's not one of the, I think, 7 flavors that I've got, but pickle cotton candy would definitely be something that could be done. If it's the flavoring in a bottle, especially if it's got an alcohol base to it, I would imagine it would make an excellent candidate for making cotton candy.
Eli says, don't forget to add enough sand to your mortar mix.
Yeah, no kidding. Last year's mortar didn't hold up too good. Well, I think I'm gonna start by playing with some little toys here. Some stocking stuffers. You stuff this up your stocking, buddy? And so let's see what's in Santa's little stocking stuffer number 1. What is it? Wow. Would you look at that? It's everyone loves a Slinky. A Slinky. Come on, when was the last time you played with a Slinky? Be nice now. Yeah, Slinky, this is a lot smaller than the one I remember as a kid. I seem to remember them being a little taller, but I guess everything's a different perspective when you're little. Yeah, huh? Woo, Slinky! All right. I think I've had about as much enjoyment out of the Slinky as I'm gonna have. At least right now. Tomorrow I'll make it walk down my front step out here. You guys ever seen these? Huh? The balloonies? They started calling them balloonies, I guess, after there was big complaining. Because they're not balloons. That's what they used to call them when I was a kid. Balloons. I never liked that because it's like, well, it's not a balloon. It's just a plastic bubble. There's a big difference. Come on, guys. Seriously, when was the last time you tried one of these? I bet I was, I don't know, maybe 30.
Eli says no eggnog.
No eggnog. I can't bring myself to drink anymore this season after my failed attempt at chugging it. And it just serves a good lesson not to try and chug thick liquids after eating a large breakfast. It was just a horrible idea. All right, let's see if it does it. It still has that same smell. Boo. This stuff's just a sticky mess is all this is. Okay. For $1, what can you say, right? I guess a kid can entertain himself for a minute with. Maybe I'll try a different color. Poke that hole. Oh, it's already coming out. Can you guys? I don't think you guys can see that. You will. At least I hope. Here, I'll turn my head to the side. I hope everybody has big plans for tomorrow. Santa Claus gonna come visit. Yay! I got one. It's like huffing paint.
Eli says the only time I ever saw those bubble balloon things were as prices as at a carnival. Remember a chemical smell. Good times.
Oh yeah, it's just like blowing up a tube of rubber cement. It just smells awful, and I think I've had about as much fun with that as I'm gonna have. I'm almost afraid to get into these gingerbread houses. Let's start. I'm gonna wise up a little bit. Last year, when I tried to turn said gingerbread house, I did not have it on something that turned very easily. And so I tried just moving the gingerbread house. And that's where you run into trouble. Move the whole base and then, is that it? All right, build number 1 underway.
Eli said that he got his mom a really nice teal leather bound Bible.
A nice teal leather?
Bound Bible.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, sounds very nice. Okay, what was your worst Christmas ever? Everybody's had a lousy Christmas. It's like, really sick or whatever. I want to know, what was the lousiest Christmas you've ever had? I'll let you know what mine is. Mix up the, I guess this is the mortar. Eli, you know what? It doesn't feel like it's got much in the way of sand. But we'll leave that be. What do we got here? This is a job for Trusty Peanut. And by the way, I was so disappointed. A few weeks ago, Mrs. Old Guy and I built this little extension on our roof out here so that the snow didn't just pile up outside our door. And my little peanut pocket knife that I had for, I can't even remember how many years, I lost it. So I had to get myself a replacement, and this is it, my little old timer.
Lisa says,
I
hey
knew
Tom and
Peanut.
Mrs. Old Guy, happy Christmas.
Who?
Lisa.
Lisa! Happy Christmas! You're just in time to watch me fail or not fail to make these gingerbread house kits. We'll see. Wow. Odd candies to make a house with. Uh-oh, I'm dropping stuff.
Uh-oh.
Ah. All right. Step one, open the package, right? Okay. I can see this is a job for pocket knife. What's my superpower? I have a little pocket knife. Oh, I guess I'll throw the refuse in there. Okay. It's got one here with the circle and the door. And it's got another one with a circle and a door. So I guess you can pick which one's front.
Yep.
No, Tom, you can't do that. And of course the two sides, and can you see those notches? Can you see the notches there? This is old guy.
Yep. Kinda.
Kinda. See him here and here. All right. I'm not going to read the directions. Why should I?
Eli says, I'm wearing my black and gray Raiders Santa hat. Legend has it that Al Davis saw a full moon all the way from Colorado, LOL.
I bet he did. It was probably mine.
Wildman said, have fun, Tom, and Merry Christmas to you and Mrs. Old Guy.
Oh, Wildman.
Thank you, Wildman.
Thank you, buddy. Merry Christmas to you, really. I hope everything is a safe and happy holiday for you guys. So, if I get this right, they want me to take this and put it into this. And then put it on the... They're making it more and more complicated as the minutes go by here. Can't just make it to where I can use the bag here.
Cut the corner and try it.
I'm not going to cut the corner and try it, because then you guys be going, oh, you didn't follow the directions. Well, I'm not going to anyway, but guess I should use all the tools, whether I know what I'm doing with them or not, right? Okay, well, see, I wasn't planning on this. No. I gotta get something here. Alright. I'm gonna be trying to put something into some sort of flimsy pastry bag here. I suppose I'd better have something that can hold my pastry bag up. Make sure I got the right end in the let's stuff it in there upside down, why don't you? I guess I don't understand. Only part of this is for glue, I guess. And the other part is for decoration.
Yeah, I would think.
Alright.
What's it say? Oh, I remember, you're not looking at the directions.
No, why should I? Right, guys? Am I right, Jared? Why would I? Why would I read the directions?
Eli says, how was the community dinner for you guys, or that you guys had?
Oh, it was Eli. It was fantastic. It was by far the biggest turnout that we've had.
It was a lot of fun.
We had enough. Luckily, we had enough gifts for all the kids in town, including there's a few older ones, and the place was packed. It was standing pretty much.
Yep.
All seats were filled,
Yep.
and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Fantastic, good time. Yes, yes, yes. Look forward to doing it again. Just not by myself. Or by, not by just me and this old guy doing it.
Scott, howdy, Tom and Mrs. Old Guy. And
Merry Christmas, Scott.
Merry Christmas. I hope you're doing great.
All right. We're attempting to construct a couple of gingerbread houses. All right, so I'm going to put some, come on.
Scott said he just got off work, glad he was able to make the stream.
I'm glad you were too, Scott.
Bet you've been busy at work.
Yeah, I bet he has. Lots of stuff for mailmen.
Yep.
Okay, one of these days, Scott, I'll tell you a joke that I heard. But it's not appropriate for this right now.
Lisa says, hey Tom, how was your Christmas party that you and Mrs. Old Guy went to last night?
It was last Saturday, and it was absolutely perfect.
Yep.
The
Fun time.
It was. The kids had a gas. We had construction paper and scissors and glitter glue and things like that out for the kids to make some homemade decorations. And it already fell down on me once. And there was and we also had some ugly sweater sugar cookies for them to decorate.
Yep.
It came with the different colors of icing, and that was fun to watch them do that. And this is okay. I don't know. We are trying to get this last. Oh! Oh, come on, really?
Lisa says that's nice.
It was really nice.
Yep, the kids really had a lot of fun.
They did.
And that's all that counts.
That's why we do it.
Scott said he had to deliver mail in 20 degree ice storm in the last 2 days. We had to shut down because 3 cars crashed on ice. I just got done working 6 days in a row, 12 to 14 hour days.
Well, you deserve a couple days off there, buddy. Good thing it's, the holiday. Finally, I bet you, lots and lots of extra stuff.
Knock it off, you whining little thing. Silly boy.
They have a design flaw.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It doesn't, the walls don't stay perfectly straight up and down. That's okay. I think I've got enough glue on the bottom and in between. They'll be all right. All right, now the task of getting the roof. And should I wait? Heck no. Get some glue on this side. for those of you that are interested or want to know, we are finally puppy free.
Yep. They all found good homes.
They did?
Scott just asked any puppies left.
Funny.
And Eli says, what does the gingerbread man put on his bed?
What did the gingerbread put on his bed?
Yes.
I'm afraid to ask. What did the ginger man put on his bed?
A cookie sheet.
A cookie sheet. Very nice. All right, I got enough here to do a little bit on the top. A little bit more here. The roof panels are kind of bowed, so they don't necessarily fit that great. But I got it standing up, so woohoo! Check it out, guys. Oh, there's some snow dripping down. I guess that's not snow, is it?
So one of our neighbors bought a puppy, so we'll get to see him often.
Yes, we will.
That'll be nice.
Yep. In fact, they all kind of went to people in the immediate vicinity, I guess, which makes sense, you know. Puppies aren't going to be necessarily going across the country or anything. Okay. It's kind of safe to munch. Got some more in here, so I may as well make use of the glue available. Get these sides glued in a little better. I'm not really going for looks right now. Structural stability.
Scott says, what are you having for dinner tonight?
Tonight we had it real simple. We just made some chicken wings. And we had chicken wings and a salad. And we sat down and watched A Christmas Story.
Yep.
And tomorrow we're going to go out for dinner and get some Chinese food. As it would have it, I don't know if it's in just our area or just what, but the only thing that will be open is pretty much the Chinese restaurants.
Yep. Lisa says, hey Tom, did you see Crazy Dad show live chat last night?
I missed
on
it.
Making Christmas cookies?
I didn't see it live, but I did watch the video afterwards, and both cookies looked really great. Yummy. They both looked good. I'm not sure which one I would like more, the one with the kisses, the Hershey's Kisses on there, or the Grinch cookies.
Eli says, did you know that Santa leaves out cookies for Chuck Norris?
I bet he does. All right. That first one's done. No,
Dry.
it's not done. But I am going to let it sit for a few minutes before I try and add more any decoration to it. I can go ahead and get my other fancy bag ready. Pull out my pocket knife again. See how handy it is? All right. So how about the rest of you folks? What are you guys doing tomorrow? What's your plans?
And what you have for dinner?
Yeah. We told you what we'd had. in years past, since we've lived up here, we've had like several friends over, and we would do. Everybody would like bring a snack, finger food that they liked, and that's kind of what we ate for our dinner, and we'd play games and so forth. But nobody told me what their worst Christmas has been.
No.
And I want to know, really, what happened? What made it your worst Christmas? Because I got a story I'll share with you. Worst one and, geez, I don't know, best one. There's been a lot of good Christmases. Easy to pick the bad one. Alright, let's get the rest of this into the bag. And this tip for this bag, kind of like a little star tip, so get the fancy lines on here, but you know, this stuff is so soft.
Uh-oh.
I doubt if it holds any shape at all.
Should have stuck it in the fridge, I guess.
Maybe what I should have done is mixed it more. I don't know. Trying to get all I can out of this bag. Okay. I'll start.
Lisa says, me and Wild Man are making Christmas dinner for our mom. We are having fun. Or we are having ham.
Nice. Ham's. We've done ham a lot of times, you bet.
Yep.
Did our share of ham, turkey. But this year, since it's just me, this old guy, and our youngest son, I figured, why bother cooking? We'll just go out for once. We'll see. Everybody, a lot of people, not everybody, but there is a large share of people that also like to do the same thing. So we'll see how busy they are. The only place in town open. We'll see how well that works for us. Come on. Let's see, a little bit more left in here, and I didn't want to get it out if I can. Use all of it I can. I used the mortar tip. All right. Tastes like sugar. Oh, I wonder why that is.
Scott says, my mom is making a homemade Thanksgiving dinner tonight with stuffing in the works. It's going to be good.
That sounds delicious.
It does.
Speaking of delicious, I gotta show you this. I'm gonna even come up close with it. If I can get by the table. Ooh, Can you see that delicious pan of baklava? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Yum.
Mm. That's the second one I've ever made. I am so happy with how it turned out. I stretched the phyllo dough this morning, baked it off, and it looks so delicious. I can't wait. That's dessert for tomorrow. I can't wait. I might sneak a piece later. All right, we are good there. We're gonna let that sit for a few. Let's put it up over here, out of the way. Take my time. Let it dry. Let's open another Up Your Stocking Stuffer. What is this one? Tumbling tower game. And I guess they can't say Jenga because like that was the name of that game. But it sure looks like that's what this is. Just a little one. Let's see. I might as well just leave this on the table.
Yep.
Oh, that is tiny, tiny. I'll show you guys before I take it out of the wrapper.
Hold it more up and down. Yep, there you go.
Little pieces. Well, let's see what happens. I'm probably going to regret opening this. All it's going to take is for me to drop one of these on the floor. Then I'm sure that my lovely Miss Polly would be more than happy to chew it into little bitsy pieces. She's been on a chewing thing here lately. I think it's the stress over her losing her babies, you know. Her puppies are gone. And last Saturday, while we were at our Christmas party, she destroyed a wreath, a teddy bear, and our TV remote.
Yep.
And then just a couple nights ago, she destroyed, what was it? Oh, a package that I have to return to Amazon.
Yep.
She totally ripped the box itself into several pieces and
Shreds, yeah.
big chunks out of the styrofoam container. Luckily, everything was still intact, but...
Scott said when I was a kid, I would go to the mountains and cut down a tree and get those amazing apple fritters. I saved mine until I got home 3 hours later. Left it on the ground and my dog ate it. Natalie's here.
Hey, Natalie, Merry Christmas!
He says I was super upset.
I bet.
Merry Christmas, Natalie. She's
All right.
finally off work.
Let's see here. Trying to pick these up in somewhat of a stack here. It's not going to be any fun if I got a... yeah, a little Jenga game. Boy, I would lose this game like almost immediately, I'm pretty sure. It's a miracle that I've got it this far. Uh-oh, one missing. Boy, this is, I've played Jenga. This is about 1/3 the size. Wow. That's really small. I don't know. All right, last level. Let's see. All right, and that was just me getting it out of the package. Thank you. Don't throw money. Just applause. All right.
Eli says someone once described the pyramids as a game of Jenga that got out of hand.
Somebody also described the pyramids as being built by a civilization with diminishing goals. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to try and pick that up. If it falls, it'll be all over.
Lisa
It'll
says,
be all over.
Tom, Crazy Dad is at a family event.
Oh, that's okay. You know, family's most important. So, there's nothing wrong with that. All right. Now let's open up this next one. I guess I should put the candy for this one over here. Next gingerbread house, 4 easy steps. And it's, like I said, for those of you that weren't here, this is a skill level 2. Skill level 2. For 3 and up. For ages 3 and up. Perfect for small hands. That's what it says. Alright. So, perfect for small hands. Pretty good for big klutzy ones too. Let's see. The trusty building tray. Our walls and roof. What else have we got in here? This has got a fancy little thing to put on the top. I don't know if it's it. No, turn it the other way here. It's somebody, Santa's stuck in the chimney here, and this pops apart right so.
Funky Food with Dave. Good evening, everyone.
Dave! Hey man, Merry Christmas. We are building gingerbread houses. Merry Christmas to you and Paula and Jake. Woof, woof, bark, woof, woof. That's Merry Christmas in dog language. And let's see here. I'll pull out the rest of the stuff.
Natalie says, I hope you won't have any, oh no,
Well,
the gingerbread house this year.
I'm hoping not to. Last year was a huge oh no. That's why this year I thought, well, I'll build 2, and I'm bound to get lucky, and one hopefully will have the structural stability to handle me even moving it around a little bit.
Dave said Merry Christmas Eve, and he loves the sweater.
Oh, thank you, sir. My official ugly sweater. Yes, my favorite occasion to wear it. All right. This one actually said that. Where's that? New, tastier gingerbread recipe. Now, I want you folks that are here to let me know, have you ever eaten the gingerbread house? Have you ever eaten even a part of the gingerbread house that you bought at the store to build? I never have. I wouldn't have any idea if it was a better tasting gingerbread or not.
Dave says, I swear some of those gingerbread houses you need architecture degree.
You do. I'm at least engineering for sure, because there was some severe structural issues last year that, you know, if it would have been for the common construction guy, he probably would have picked that up lickety split. Not so much for me.
Natalie says, what are you guys doing for Christmas Day?
Well, just gonna, let's see, it'll be Mrs. Old Guy, myself, and our youngest son. And, you know, we're just gonna kind of hang out for a while. I'm gonna make Eggs Benedict for brunch. And then sometime in the afternoon, after we've just kind of hung out, We're gonna go out to Chinese food. We'll sit and wait and see how long it takes and what kind of service we get and how good the food is.
Yeah.
And so, what about you guys? How are you all gonna spend your Christmas Day? What do we got here, boy? These are the tough ones, see, where there's nothing. It's just the wall. Luckily, we've got the little plastic tray here to help hold stuff.
Natalie says we are having prime rib for Christmas dinner.
Nice. We've done prime rib a few times.
Yep.
That was back when we actually had a big family to feed. Just me and Mrs. Old Guy. Yeah. Just open a can of soup.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, not really. Not really. We try to do something nice, but
Dave says we are having a pork tenderloin and steak tips along with all the fixings.
oh, that sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. Yeah, this year is the first year since forever that we're not planning to cook a big dinner.
Yeah.
Like I said, the only thing tomorrow is going to be the eggs Benedict. And after that, I ain't going to cook nothing.
Yeah.
And give myself a break.
Scott says I'm sleeping in finally for Christmas. Haha. I had to be at work at 5:30 a.m. for the last 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, I'd sleep in too, you know. Heck, give it till like 11 o'clock and roll out of bed. The only problem with getting up that late in the day, though, is your daylight hours are so limited. You get up at 11 o'clock, half the daylight's already gone.
Yeah.
But it's nice getting a good night's sleep, so it's an even trade-off.
Natalie says we're having steak tonight. Nothing special.
Steak is good.
It is.
I keep my eye out for steak. We've got a New York. It's like a giant thick New York strip. It's just the New York roast. You know, not cut into steaks yet. So I picked up a piece of one of those, and one of these days, maybe New Year's,
Yep.
we'll do some steak. I'll cut it into some individuals and throw them on the grill outside. I don't care if it's 10 below or whatever, snowing. It won't stop me from. Oh! I almost no-'d. Yeah, it won't stop me from doing some grilling. All right.
Whoop.
Okay. Okay. We've got 4 walls standing. Ooh, almost not. Okay. I think we're all right. We might manage to keep the roof on. I think I should give it a couple of minutes. Well, I do have my fancy roof holder. It's supposed to hook on, help keep it from falling off, and give me that chimney that I want. So let's get a vote. Should I wait for it to dry some, or should I go for it and let's get the roof panels put on? What do you think? I wanna know what you guys are thinking on that one.
Joshua's here. Hey, old guy and Mrs. Old Guy. Merry Christmas.
Josh, good evening.
Dave said that they grilled in the deepest, darkest, coldest days of winter.
Yep. It don't matter. Grill whatever you want, you know. All time. Year round. Grilling season.
Joshua says your dog was thirsty.
He was. And that was just my boy. When Polly takes a drink, she really takes a drink.
Yep.
I think it's just because she's got a smaller tongue. And it takes her more laps to get that drink. So.
Eli says, since no camping, we are thinking of taking a road trip out to the Grand Canyon.
How cool is that?
Yep.
How far of a drive for that is? How far of a drive is that for you?
Scott said, let it dry for a bit.
Let it dry for a bit. Okay. Anybody else?
Natalie said, go for it. You only live once.
Go for it.
So
I gotta
it's
go.
1 and 1.
I need a tiebreaker. Do I go for it? Do I let it dry? Time's a wasting, and it's a drying while we're talking. So you might have yourself those wet fans, or damp, or whatever it is.
Joshua says that house looks great, but I don't know if you could live in it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I could either. It's it doesn't have much of a floor plan. I'm not getting any more votes. Come on, you guys. Should I put the roof panels on now, or should I wait till the walls are a little bit dry? Come on now. Fess up. This monstrosity over here is
Looking good.
drying okay. Oh, looking good, Mrs. Thank you, Mrs. Old Guy. Looking good is about the farthest thing I would say, but oh boy, you guys are just gonna
No
leave
more
it.
votes, so just
All
go
right.
for it.
Guess I'm just gonna go for it then. Let's see, and I'm blaming this on you guys.
It'll all be Natalie's fault because she said to go for it. You only live once.
Oh, okay. All right, so I gotta blame this on Natalie. Now, see, I only have to blame her if it doesn't work out.
Yep.
If it works out, then I can just praise myself and we're all good. Right? Isn't that how it's supposed to work?
Natalie says LOL with a laughing face.
Who?
Natalie. Scott says, can't blame me. I wanted to wait. LOL.
All right. There's our cement.
Cement or mortar?
I guess it's mortar.
Eli said, give it all 9 yards.
Okay.
Dave said, perfect. Blame it on someone else if it fails and take all the praise if it works.
Well, that's right. That's how it's supposed to work.
Curious to see how that roof holder helps or works, whatever. Cool.
Yeah, it looks like it works pretty good.
Yeah.
Let me get a little strip down the side here. Down the side. Across the peak of the roof.
Lisa says, hey Tom, did you get the cookies recipe I sent you from Wildman?
I don't know. I'll have to check my email. I will have to check my email. Just to be on the safe side, send it again. I'm serious. Send it again. oldguyincolorado@gmail.com. Well,
Yay! What is your problem come from? What do you need? Silly kid. Silly boy.
well, I'm a little surprised.
Lisa said, okay. She'll send it.
Oh, oh.
What'd you do?
It holds on the roof, but it doesn't keep the wall from caving in.
And Natalie's laughing.
All right. More mortar. Can I get it back up in there? No, 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 no. Ah!
You know, I said the Grand Canyon is about 3 hours from him.
Well, that's not far. I have to take it apart. The wall fell in. And I couldn't reach in to stand it back up. It's all your fault, Natalie. See what you made me do?
Shame on you. Dave said, all right, guys, have to get back to our Christmas Eve stuff we are doing. Tom and Mrs. Old Guy, you have the merriest of Christmases and a happy and healthy New Year, and this goes to everyone else.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you very much. And really, I hope you have a happy Christmas and a great New Year. If you don't speak or something before then, thank you very much for even coming and spending a little time with Old Guy on Christmas night. So go be with your family and have some fun. Good night.
Natalie says, sorry, LOL.
Okay. I'm going to let that be for a little while. Let that start to dry some.
Stress of building a house.
Oh man, here I thought it would be fun. I'm going to play with this thing for a little bit. So those of you that have younger kids, I'm curious to know, have you ever tried one of these little cotton candy makers? And I looked at a couple of reviews. A couple of them from a child's perspective, a couple of kid reviews on it, and I watched these guys mess with one. But I'm curious if any of you have actually ever tried messing with these. Okay, there's the instructions. There's my little measuring spoon. I hope they have pictures to look at. I'd rather just look at the pictures. All right. Hmm. Woo! All right.
Natalie says, any plans for the upcoming year?
Yeah, I think like a lot of folk, we've got, some things that we'd like to, have happen in the coming year. Most of them are spring projects that I would like to get started and have done. That's about it. Now, if you're talking about like New Year's resolutions, I'm happy to say that there is one resolution that I have kept since I turned 21, and that was my New Year's resolution: never to make another New Year's resolution. And boy, finally I hit one that I could do. So, and I'm not going to break the streak now. I'm pretty impressed with the fact that I've managed to make it all these years. So, a resolution that can be kept. Isn't that novel? All right, that's not going to come off very well. It's got this weird clip on it. I don't know what that thing is. We'll plug in here. I don't even know if this thing has enough. Uh-oh. It's not going to plug in there.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble, folks. It means I'm going to have to take the tie twisty off and extend the cord out. Oh no. It's all over with now.
Natalie says she's hoping to plan another Disney World vacation in October.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yep. We've been to Disneyland a couple times, but not to Disney World.
Okay. I suppose I better take just a moment.
Scott says, on lines of helping our community and something I'm looking forward to next year, as I got accepted into the volunteer firefighters program last week. I start training in February, and he's super excited.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Just for to on. I don't see an on or an off switch.
Is it on the cord?
It's a kid's toy. I don't know what I'm doing. What the heck is going on here?
Is that it right there by your hand?
No, it's just a little plastic
Oh, okay.
thingy. All right, folks. I got to get smarter than the actual machine here.
Eli says oyster cotton candy.
Oyster? Mmm. Ooh. I don't plug it in. Turn the bowl on. Wait 5 minutes. All right. Oh, for heaven's sakes. can do it.
Scott says, I want kumquat cotton candy, huh?
So do I. Oh, come on. I don't get it. Shouldn't be that difficult to get that to snap into place. All right. Now I'm going to get serious. Well, really, there's really very little area that actually snaps on here. You got to get it just right, or you don't do it. Okay. It just takes a gentle touch. Okay, let's plug this back in. Does it start? Let's see. Okay, it says 5 minutes for it to turn green. Then you add your sugar. Speaking of sugar, it says it does not come with colored sugar or flavor, for that matter. So I made a bunch of flavored sugars myself. Colored them. If you do this, yeah, you don't spend money on that $5 sugar. Just
Scott says, did you get Tom and Polly any gifts?
we did.
Yeah,
They'll get their presents tomorrow. So I made a bunch of different flavors here. I've got strawberry is the first one, and we'll see where it goes after that. They give you a whole 8 paper cones. Ooh. Really? Six, 7? That doesn't make sense. Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Why would they give you 7 and not 8? Maybe they're just weird that way. Light's green. Wish you guys could see a little better down here. I guess we'll put it, dump it there. And let's see, does it actually make cotton candy? Oh, in there. I don't see it doing nothing.
Natalie said she treated herself to a new cell phone for Christmas this year, and she's loving it.
A new cell phone?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And Scott says, how well did you and Mrs. Old Guys sleep after the puppies were gone?
Much better. Oh, it's working.
Cool. Eli says, almost halfway to 1K. Yummy oysters.
Yay. I will gladly go for it. That's it.
Better put more sugar in.
Yeah. One little spoonful don't make much. Woo! It's cotton candy. Now, the machine working wasn't necessarily my concern or my thought. More whether or not I could make the flavors. So I'm going to find out here in just a second. Is there more? Oh. Kid games. Okay. This old guy. You want to try that? Don't get the cone wet.
Carrot cake.
We can still use it. Round it goes. Making this stuff.
Nobody knows.
Huh?
Said nobody knows.
Nobody knows yet. Nobody knows. Cotton candy. Does it taste like anything?
Well, I'm gonna wait for yours to try it.
Huh?
I'm gonna wait till yours is done.
You're gonna wait for me?
Yeah.
Alright.
Tom, what is your favorite Chinese food to get when you go to your restaurant?
My favorite Chinese food? Boy, there's a lot of them I like. Boy. I can't say as though I have a real favorite, but I'm really fond of like General Tso's chicken and Mongolian beef. Really like it nice and spicy. Is that it, or is it still going? Okay. Is this loud for you guys? Does it pick up a lot? Are you guys? Is it making too much noise?
Eli says Chuck Norris stole Christmas from the Grinch.
What did Chuck Norris do now?
Stole Christmas from the Grinch.
All right, let's give it a try.
It's okay. Always tastes the flavor though.
Yeah. I colored it just fine, but yeah, I'm not really getting strawberry either. Pick up that little bit of. Let's move on. Let's try the banana. We'll try some banana.
Scott says I love broccoli and beef and sesame seed chicken with an egg roll and some sweet and sour dipping sauce. Eli says that he loves fried rice. Natalie says, what kind of Chinese food would you recommend to somebody that has never had it before?
Boy. That's a good question because everybody's tastes are so different. That might be my son.
It is. Hello. Hi.
All right, this is a banana, but I can't get it to work very good.
Okay. snow when you get a little closer too, if you need to.
Okay. I'm gonna take this
Okay.
off here.
Yep.
Apparently, folks, the banana is just a little bit too moist from the oils. We didn't want to go down into the machine. So I guess it's back to the drawing board on the banana.
Oh, probably not.
Put this little nut back on here.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Pick up the mess. Plug it back in. Let's see if any of these will give me any flavor.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Okay. It takes us about 45 minutes to get there, so if you can give us, about that much time or whatever.
Well, looks like a fix it so it don't work at all.
Yeah, I know.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Thought
We'll just
I
try
permanently wrecked it.
7:30.
So that one didn't work out. We'll try one of the other stronger flavors. I've got cinnamon here.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sounds good.
Why'd you quit?
Okay, love you too. No banana?
No banana. The banana's too, it's got too much oils on it for it to go into the little slot.
Come on, guy. Here you go. Going outside? Nobody's here, Polly. He's not here yet.
Wow. Let me make you some cinnamon. That one actually worked.
Smells like cinnamon.
Keeps doing this weird stuff.
Scott says, would you ever have any of your other family on screen?
Have I ever been on other screen? What?
Have you ever had any other family on your screen?
Not on my stream. I did have my brother on one of my reviews a year or so ago. And for those of you, I don't know, that might be interested, I'm curious to know. What would you think if I do a part 2 of this stream here a little bit later? Because, in about an hour or so, I'm going to have to knock off and go pick up my son. And I thought, well, geez, when I get back, we could do another version. Another round, so to speak. Oh, boy.
That's
Keeps getting big and falling to the...
Natalie said I would enjoy a part 2, and Scott said that he'll come back.
Great. Well, this is just making a huge mess here. Stop. Something's happening. I think it's the weight of the oil.
It might be.
Because it'll go for a minute and then it'll just drop. And there's all kinds of sugar on the bottom here.
Scott said part 2 would be a nice Christmas present.
Cool.
Eli said a part 2 would be a treat.
We'll do that. My son will be actually probably join me on the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a thing to review, and
we'll see how early he gets off.
yeah. Ouch. Come on. I think I know what's going on here. What's going on here? Yeah, it needs to get cleaned. There's a little area right there. So I think I understand how this works. Yeah. It puts the sugar into this little area right here, and it gets it hot and melts it. And as it melts it, it spins it up and out of this little cup and onto this little thing here that's got these little louvers on it. And that's what spins it out, throws it out, and it makes these little tiny little threads. It's pretty cool.
Awesome. Scott says, do Chum and Polly get along with the rest of the family?
Oh yeah, Chum and Polly, if they've been here, they're fine, but we've had some family members that have never been up here and never met Chumley or Polly, so I'm sure they would be fine, but how do I get that out of there? All right. Well, the flavor worked. Did you get some cinnamon out of that one?
That was good.
Yeah. Has nice cinnamony flavor, but just didn't want to really spin it out very well. Well, what did I put it in there for? Put it back together. Okay. Let me tell you what other flavors I got, and you can pick which one I should try next. Let's see here. We have rum flavor, orange, vanilla, peppermint, and maple. So, which one of those do you think I should try next? If you think I should try some, here you go. That's some more of the. Thank you. Of the cinnamon. Now, really, which one do you guys think I should do? I want to know. This is kind of fun. So far, this is firming up nicely. I might not have a collapse this time. All right.
Natalie said rum. Scott said maple.
Okay.
Maple would be interesting, he said.
Maple and a rum. What other votes do we got? Do a rum and maple together? So it's gonna be, folks, rum, maple,
Eli said a maple rum.
maple rum it is. Half a spoon of the maple.
Emily, you count.
Half a spoon of the rum.
Oh, hey, no.
She gets a little carried away when they get playing.
It's making her mad. That's what it's doing. Knock that off.
Starting to spin out the sugar that's left in that little bowl there. Still waiting for my green light, but it did spin this out, so.
Crazy Dad said, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Oh.
Crazy Dad.
Tim, hi, buddy. Merry Christmas, man. We're making cotton candy flavors. I flavored my own sugar. So far, the cinnamon one has the best flavor, but it had a kind of a hard time shooting it out. All right.
Natalie says, what did one Christmas tree say to another?
Oh, what?
Lighten up.
Lighten up! Aha! Love it. All right. Maple.
There you go.
Maple what?
Rum.
Maple rum.
Eli said this weekend was his first attempt at making barbecue sauce and made a pineapple sauce. Not too bad for my first time making it.
Yay! It's always fun to experiment. That's how you come up with really good new things. All right, let me get another load here. Some maple, some rum. There you go, Mrs. Old Guy.
Thank you.
Now we'll see if it tastes like maple rum. Or just rumble. It's good.
It is.
Does it taste like maple rum? Or just maple?
Definitely tastes of maple. The rum, it's probably there just a little light. Good.
Ah. Kind of a design flaw in here.
Crazy Dad said, just got home from a little Christmas Eve party.
Awesome. That's great, Tim. Having, going to little parties and stuff, especially in the winter.
Scott said, nice, you wear an ugly sweater?
Design flaw. Say what now?
Scott said, nice, you wear an ugly sweater?
I did. I bought this for the ugly sweater live stream that Jared had on Dad Cave. He had a ugly ugly sweater thing.
Eli said, "How did you flavor the sugar?" Sorry if I missed that part.
No, I didn't really get into it. I just took your basic flavoring like you find at the grocery store. You add a few drops into the bag of sugar, and like I used about a cup of sugar on most of these. Some of them was only a half, but I just dumped some of the flavoring, a few drops at a time, in there and mixed it around real well to make sure that the sugar stayed granulated and not get it dissolved.
Natalie says, "Where do elves go dancing?"
Where what?
Where do elves go dancing?
Where do elves go dancing? I'm afraid to know.
Christmas falls parties.
Well, it's not as easy as it looks to get it to stay on the stick, I'll tell you that. Okay. The rum, maple, I can taste it. What have we got here? Peppermint.
Eli said, "I might have to get me a machine, LOL. Dr. Pepper cotton candy might be good."
Oh, yeah.
This one seems to work okay.
Starting to get the idea of how to use this thing. There you go, Mrs. Old Guy.
Thank you.
Woohoo! Cotton candy.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, you getting that peppermint?
Yep.
I always thought that it took a special kind of sugar to make cotton candy. I was surprised to know it's just regular old sugar. So to color it was the same way, a few drops of food coloring into the bag, and then just use my hand to mix it around, try not to let it dissolve the sugar.
So Richard said he may not be off 29, but he's
that one does. So far, that's the brightest flavor, the peppermint.
Yep. Crazy guy loves the decorations.
Loves what?
The decorations.
Oh, thank you. Should have seen me cussing earlier trying to rig them up. Alright. Have you another little taste? I'll move on to the next flavor. Alright.
Who else was it that caught again?
This one, I hope, is my favorite one. Cinnamon. Cotton candy!
Natalie says, have you ever tried peanut butter chicken? My co-worker says it's an African dish that she makes every year for the holidays.
Peanut butter chicken?
Yes.
No, never heard of that.
Sorry, Holly.
I don't see it not being good just because of the name. Because I like peanut sauce, like Thai peanut sauce and whatnot. So how's that? Can't taste any cinnamon?
Not really. Very
Huh?
light.
Well, that is a bit of a disappointment.
Lisa said, hey Tom, use candy corn flavor.
What?
Use candy corn flavor.
Candy corn flavor? If I could, I would. Stuff goes everywhere but on the stick.
Yeah, that was lacking in flavor. Unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a bit of a disappointment.
Yep. Elon said I would probably end up making sriracha cotton candy. LOL.
So what?
Sriracha.
Sriracha cotton candy?
Yeah. Eli said that's what he would end up making probably.
You'd have to use a pepper base that's done in alcohol. So after you put it on the sugar, it actually will do something. All right, one last flavor. This is the orange. Hopefully the orange will make some cotton candy here.
Miguel's here?
Who?
Miguel?
Louder.
Miguel?
Miguel! Happy Christmas! I'm making cotton candy. Oh. Yeah, I always thought it was a big mystery. How's cotton candy made?
Lisa said fireball flavor.
What?
Fireball flavor.
Oh, yeah, cinnamon? Yes?
That would be good.
You need to make it happen. Anybody got a hammer?
Yeah.
I want to fix it. Fix it so it don't work at all. Come on. This thing is just, this top thing is way too flimsy. All I gotta do is look at it. It falls off.
Don't look at it.
Okay. Pull that off there. That's some orange. Hopefully it'll taste orange. This thing's making just a big mess.
Boo.
Did you just say boo?
I said boo.
What are we gonna do, folks? Here I am, Christmas Eve, trying to make some cotton candy that has some flavor. And so far, the flavors have really been, let's say, lacking. They don't want you to get too much at once, I guess. I got the slightest hint. I mean, just a little hint of orange. And then it was gone.
So how would you rate that cotton candy maker?
For what it is for kids cotton candy maker, oh, you know, I'd give it fairly high marks just because, you know, it's relatively simple to use and whatnot. But that said, I could see where it might be a little dangerous for a kid that maybe wasn't quite old enough, maybe not supervised enough to stick their hand in here, because this center part that throws the cotton candy gets pretty freaking warm. Yeah. So,
Okay,
but,
I'm just curious.
yeah, it's worth it, you know. Definitely for kids that are like, you know, 9, 10, you know, around there. And watch it look on the box and say, ages 4 and up. Oh boy. Alright. Let's come back to this here house. My mortar is set up a little bit.
Cool. Wild Man said put apple Mountain Dew.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
be really delicious. All right, I'm going to try and get some.
We were talking about a green apple flavor earlier.
Yep, doing green apple. And now we know that just because we want to do the flavor doesn't mean that the flavor's going to work. I guess I need to learn a little bit more on how to make that flavored sugar. I guess I need to add more of it, but more of the flavoring. But I don't want to change. I don't want to dissolve my sugar. So
Eli has a good idea.
you know what's that?
He says a video idea, a challenge. Make a meal with an easy bake oven.
Well, that'd be a good challenge. There's only one little problem. I don't have an easy bake oven. Yeah, I'm just trying to get some stuff around the door and the windows. Looks pretty crappy so far. We'll pop open some of these candies and see if I can make a difference. No major catastrophes this year so far. Might as well do one of these crackers. Let's see. Oh. That was anticlimactic. Was there actually something in here to... My paper crown. Ooh, and a name tag keychain.
Cool.
Or a key name tag for a keychain.
I figured it would pop or bang or something.
Well, I thought it would too.
Let's
That's
see here.
extremely disappointing.
Lisa said Crazy Dad has an easy bake oven.
See, that's not fair. Well, of course that makes sense. You know, he's got a little girl. Our girl is grown and has kids. And
Has girls of her own.
all right, I'm trying to decorate this house here. It's so far, I'm pretty happy with the with how this one's working out.
So if we ever go to Ohio, you and the Crazy Dad can do that. Make a meal with,
An easy bake oven.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say this right now. That if I make it to Ohio to visit Tim and his family, the last thing I'm gonna worry about is cooking in an easy bake oven. Just saying. Try to go around these windows and put these little decorations on here. Let go of it. There's a void these can fall into if you're not careful. But then again, you're not necessarily going to make these same mistakes. Like even bothering to buy one of these darn things. Well, that idea is a crappy idea.
Uh-oh. We'll have none of those.
No crappy ideas?
No.
I'll try not to.
Did you say hi to your brother, Doug? I know he's not probably watching, but
No, I didn't. but he might watch, or he might have been looking in. So, hi, Doug. Hi, Shar. Merry Christmas. Hope y'all are having a good one. A little more paste up here on the window. Uh-oh. Trying
Wildman said maybe you can make chicken wings in it. The easy bake oven.
That would be funny.
Natalie says it reached minus 40 here in Illinois Thursday night.
Dang.
That's cold.
Yeah, that's pretty dang chilly. Wasn't that cold here.
No.
In the Denver area, it got around that cold. Luckily, we are on the other side of the state, and so far we've had some cold nights, but nothing more than the lower single digits, like 5 or 7, but nothing below 0
Ed's
yet.
here.
Ed, Merry Christmas. Hope you are doing well. Happy holiday. I am trying to make a gingerbread house that does not fall apart like last year. Last year was a complete catastrophe, a complete structural failure.
Eli said Doritos needs to make a house kit with a cheese glue.
Yeah, they do.
J Mart's here.
J Mart, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I'm gonna build this here gingerbread house in the hopes that it doesn't fall apart like the one I did last year. So far, it's okay. Move that forward a little bit.
Cool.
Okay. I'll turn it so you can see that backside and a little bit of stuff I got going on there. I'll try to do that on this side now, and woo! It is warm in here. I made that baklava earlier, and that sure warmed up the house. And that's not a bad thing.
No. J Mart said Merry Christmas. And Crazy Dad said his last time with the Easy Bake Oven was a bad experience. Hello.
I can imagine.
So I guess you guys cooking chicken wings in it, and then when we come down to visit, is it out? Is that out of the question?
Uh-oh. It might be. I don't know. We'll have to see what Tim says. He may not want to. He may want to avert another disaster. Oh.
J Mart said, "Yeah, I saw that video, Crazy Dad." We'll have to watch it.
I think I saw it.
Did you? I didn't.
I think I did. Okay. Now more of these round things. Be lucky that they don't end up all over the floor.
Are they bubble gum or are they hard candy?
They're
or
little hard candies.
Cool.
Little round ones. I'm not sure what they are exactly. But they're actually sticking.
Good.
And the roof is actually holding on. We might actually have 2 successful builds here this year, folks. Unlike last year's. Last year's catastrophe. A couple more of those dump out here. Oh yeah.
Eli says I'm going to have to to make a video during summer frying an egg with just the sun.
Yes, do that. I've seen those videos, and you might as well make one. It does get that freaking hot. People don't. Some people just think that's a joke, but once you've kind of lived in that kind of heat, you know that it's not too much of a joke. All right. I'm surprised that these are actually holding on to the icing as good as they are. A little bit kind of a pain. Little fingers would definitely probably be a little easier for them. Yeah. Got these big old putsy fingers here. We are slowly getting this thing put together. Some tight corners.
What you doing, Polly?
Okay. There's the front.
Cool. That turned out good.
I got it.
Natalie says, "Don't jinx yourself with your houses, LOL."
Yeah. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched. All right. Guess we'll go to the roof now. Yeah, let's try it.
Better leave her alone. She don't want you messing with her.
She'll learn.
Eli said, "Oh, gee, you have gone from demolition man to certified contractor."
Certified something. Contractor, not so sure about. Try and get these little things of icing on here. We'll see how well this looks. Boy, nobody ever asked me to decorate a cake for them. Ah! That almost looks terrible. Okay. There's the little swatchy things.
Cool.
I'm messing up my windows here.
Uh-oh. Careful, Tatum.
Because just like last year, did I pay attention to where I was putting my fingers? No, I didn't. Okay. Now some more of these little schwammy things here. Oh. Yeah, I'll try to get this somewhat straight. I don't know. Oh, sure. Let's use the other corner to drag across and mess the rest of it up. This side isn't looking nearly as pretty, I'll tell you that.
chum. Well, you better leave her alone. You're gonna make her mad.
He wants to make her mad. No, I don't know.
J-Mart says, I like Eli's idea about a Doritos dream house made with cheese glue.
It's not a bad idea. Use some, like, pretzel sticks to make, like, a patio. And
Yep. Lisa says, Tom, does the kids making the house with chocolate melt in your hands?
It melts just from me looking at it. This is not. Okay. Slightly better than a 5-year-old, I think. That game show that, are you smarter than a 5-year-old? See, there's a reason I don't do things like that. Okay. No, these are actual little Christmas lights. How about that? So we're just going to start putting them up here. Get they'll stay. Yeah, these are the shape of little tiny Christmas lights. What do you know? I'm actually making some, what I would call reasonable progress for a change when it comes to making
There you go.
a gingerbread house. Major improvement from last year. Put these little guys on here. Ah!
Scott said the house is coming together really nicely.
It is.
And Eli says, I once spent all night baking and decorated a cake for Mother's Day only for me to flip the tray and splatter it all over the floor. I stay away from baking now.
Yeah, I can remember a couple of little instances when I was young, messing with stuff that my mom was trying to bake, and learned a couple of valuable lessons in that time. Let's see if I can turn this so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Get these last few lights put on for this little portion of the house. I seen that thing jump and just. Okay. Oh. It keeps jumping off the roof.
Scott said, I saw a person, he's telling Eli this, who boiled leftover turkey for stew, and when they went to strain it over the sink, they had the strainer but forgot to put a bowl underneath the strainer and dumped it all down the drain.
Yeah, that'll matter. That's one of those, oh no!
Yep. Natalie says, what do you get if you cross an apple with a Christmas tree?
I don't know.
A pineapple.
Oh, jeez. I should have guessed. Some more on this side. I know you can't see what I'm doing yet, but here in a second I'll have to turn it around so I can get the back part of the house. So. So far, I am pretty impressed. Did anybody ever answer my question as to whether or not anybody has actually eaten any of these
No.
gingerbread houses? Come on, you guys. What am I asking? The air here? I can ask the air outside. I'm just curious if anybody's actually tried to eat one of these things.
Scott told Eli I would just have to walk away and pour a drink, and Eli said, make it a double. Brainstorm's here. Very festive.
Hey, Chris. Merry Christmas, and thanks for coming in. See an old guy on Christmas Eve.
Natalie has not ate one. Scott says I have never eaten a gingerbread house. I think I tried it, but that's it.
Hey, at least you tried it.
Ed has not.
Okay.
And Brainstorm says I have, and they taste off-brand. LOL.
Huh?
A generic one, huh?
Well, the reason I ask is because on this box it said new, tastier gingerbread, and I've never known anybody that makes one of these gingerbread houses that actually eats the gingerbread house. You might pick some of the candies, and eat some of the candies off.
Lisa says, yes, I did, and I got the backdoor drops. LOL. Oh, no.
Oh, no, it's right. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We've got lights on the roof, at least most of it.
Cool.
I feel a little like Clark Griswold. What a great Christmas movie that was. Well, a little more taste here.
Scott said he made a gingerbread house once and left it on the counter. In the morning, it was covered in ants. I know ants love them, haha.
Yeah, that's not a good thing to find in your kitchen. Or wherever, I guess, in your house. If I'm lucky, there's going to be enough candies to do this. And if I'm not going to be lucky, then there won't be. Boy, I can be astute on my observations. I think they'll be all right. Minus a light or two. I wish you could see when these two wrestle. It's too funny. It's just like two big puppies.
Eli said that looks nice. Brainstorm says, when you are done, just stand back admiring your handiwork and say, I did it, just like Clark Griswold.
That's right.
There you go. Go take your shovel.
All right. Out the door they go. Oh, squeeze it down. Yeah. Oh. So, tradition for you guys and your families, open up gifts on Christmas Eve or Christmas morning. At our house, when I was a youngin', you were allowed to open one gift on Christmas Eve, and everything else had to wait till Christmas morning. So how about you guys? Same thing? Open it all on Christmas morning, all on Christmas Eve?
Scott says the dogs are really going at it. They were. Eli says if there is gingerbread, is there also a brunette bread?
Or a blonde bread? Okay, what have I got left? These little spice
And
gummy
Eli
things.
said Eve?
I don't know where to put spiced gummy things. I guess I'll squeeze some goop on the side here.
Brainstorm says, how cold is it there in Colorado? It's 17 here down south, which is crazy.
Right now, this old guy's going to take a quick look. Probably in the 20s. It's my guess.
I don't see your icon for it.
Nope.
31.
31. Wow, it's a regular heat wave here.
Yeah, it's going to get down to 23 tonight.
Yep, 23 tonight. That's not horrible. Like I said earlier, the folks down in Denver, on the other side of the state from us, they've been getting that really, really bitter cold. The minus 40s and stuff with wind chill and all that. I'm glad that we're on the other side of the state. We don't have to put up with that very often. We get it like that, just not very often. All right.
Scott said we would open presents from relatives on Christmas Eve. On Christmas, we would open our stocking first and then have breakfast and then open everything.
Cool.
Lisa says George C. Scott makes a good Scrooge.
He does.
Natalie says, when I was a kid, we had to wait till Christmas Day, but now I just say, hell with it, and open one up on Christmas Eve.
There we go.
Natalie says it's -4 and the wind chill here.
That's pretty chilly.
Yep.
Yeah, our house, the tradition, and then the Christmas morning, of course, the stocking and all the presents, and then breakfast, which was usually something pretty simple and light for breakfast, nothing really major. And then we would all have a Christmas dinner would be pretty early in the day, you know, around 3 o'clock or so. Then usually by 5 or 6 o'clock, everybody had gone home, and you know, I was snacking on leftovers and playing with my year's harvest.
Crazy Dad said it got 0 there today.
Dang, that's pretty cold.
Brainstorm says it never gets this cold down south. Eli said, I saw a guy clear the snow in his driveway with a flamethrower once.
It looks cool, but really all you're doing is creating yourself more of a problem, because that's just going to turn into a big sheet of ice. I would not do that personally, but maybe if I was snowed in and couldn't get out. All right, I'm going to put 2 more of these little candies on here. And I'm going to call this one done. Okay, and I'll bring it over so you guys can see it. Okay, I'm going to call that one done, and I think it might actually hold up. I got to wash all the frosting off my hands. It looks like I've been playing in Play-Doh.
Yeah. Scott said 20 degrees there in Oregon. We are getting hit with sliver of that storm that's rocking the East Coast.
Ah. It is. You know, I guess that's just one of the fun things about winter. At least in most places. Some places, you know, Hawaii,
Yeah.
you know, enjoying a nice, warm Christmas day. Okay. I gotta pick it up and move it without destroying it so you guys can see it.
You didn't build it on a tray?
I did.
Okay. Oh yeah, that tray that came with it. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Didn't leave myself a lot of room to get around here. Okay, I'll start it from the side. I know the dark. Is that flashlight? Let me see it. It's on top of the stereo. Let me just see if I can get you guys a little better view. Let's see if I can get you guys a better view.
Yeah. If you don't shine it right on it, that blinds it out, but that looks pretty good.
Better?
Yep.
And then you can see the side, yes? I don't know, can you see the
Yep.
side?
Kinda, yep. Right on. That turned out good.
Yeah, that's alright. Okay. One year I tried making my own gingerbread house with the you know, starting from zero. And make windows, and I was gonna make stained glass windows, so I melted some sugar and I poured it in and mixed in a little food coloring to get the swirl effect. And I poured it from the wrong side. I poured it from the back with the front side facing down. I should have done it the other way. I should have flipped it over with the front side facing up, so that any extra of the molten sugar would go in back, you know, and not, you wouldn't see it. But I didn't do it that way. I poured it the wrong side, and so all the overflow and everything was all over the outside of the walls. And, yeah.
Eli says we're at a bone-chilling 62 degrees here, almost a blizzard. And everybody likes your house. Everybody says it looks good. It looks great.
I forgot a little thing here.
Eli says it looks really good. I bet it would look good under a black light.
It might. Okay. Forgot this gingerbread dude. That one is gonna stick into the house, maybe. And there was a little gingerbread tree. So I'll stick it to the other side of the house. I got a few of these little round candies left, so. I'll put them on this tree. Like little lights, only they're not. Okay. See, I'm easily amused, guys. That's what happens. Okay. Now this one goes on the other side. It's gonna stick it.
It's a crooked tree.
The crooked tree.
Hello? Hi?
Okay.
Okay.
They get big candies. I mean, what? Airhead that
Okay.
big to decorate this. These guys had some really crappy candy
Okay. So,
to do this
how
here
long do you think?
decorating with.
Or what time do you think? Okay.
That's what I thought too.
Okay. I'll let Deb know.
Just runny.
Yep. See you soon.
Runny. Look at that. This. You couldn't. Ah!
Lisa said, "Hey Kim, do you need some of my white pills yet?" LOL.
Ugh.
So Richard said it would be close to 9.
9 o'clock?
Yeah.
Ah, for heaven's sakes.
Hey Charlie, stop it.
Look like a
Make
big
her mad.
pile of Elmer's glue.
Eh.
Really, really crappy assortment here. Some of these, I can't believe. Why would they give me full-size airheads?
I don't know. Because they're... I'm not going to say it.
I don't want to say it either. We won't say it, folks. We want to.
Oh yeah, that's not very smart of them, huh?
What am I supposed to do with that? Here.
Cut it.
I'm gonna. Guess I'll play with my food here. And had that. Have these.
Eli said the peanut knife is clutch. LOL.
Yeah. Boy, I'm telling you. Sure didn't get very many candies for this. Just those few. Of that kind.
Boo.
That's okay. This is one sad looking gingerbread house. Oh, that's just so horrible. Okay, now other than the rest of these stupid airheads, that's it. That's all the candy that came in this one.
not a very good one.
Well, no, and the spackle is pretty weak. It won't even hold up a candy. Spackle. Well, they gave them to me to decorate with. So by golly,
Use it for the door,
by gum,
something like that.
I'll decorate with it. Now it's got a chimney. Wow. This is terrible. I really thought you'd get better candy than this. I mean, really?
Well, yeah, you would think.
I don't see where people thought that this would make a good gingerbread house decoration, but
Get 'em, Polly. Get 'em.
okay. Here's the other gingerbread house. Let me come forward with it. Give you all these beautiful effects. Look at that.
Don't shine it right on it because it's blinding it out.
See that?
Yep.
Doesn't that look great, folks?
Very nice.
Not quite done yet. Let's get him. Let's let him look at the front here. Well, at least it hasn't fallen apart. That's a bonus. All right. Oh, heck. I missed another airhead.
Ed says, very good.
Yeah, thank you. Not bad for a 3-year-old.
And Wild Man said, paint Ed with some hot sauce.
Okay. Roll that up and stick it there. Just because.
Eli said, a cup of coffee and I would demolish that house like it was 3 little pigs. So like in the 3 little pigs.
Just like in the 3 little pigs. Okay. Let me get rid of some of this refuse. Well, I gotta say that the Easy Build gingerbread house was a better deal than this little airhead gingerbread house. In fact, you'd have to be an airhead to get one. Ah! This one was like $1.50 more.
Chimney's not going to stand.
Oh, it's gonna stand all right. All right.
Eli says, is that Polly or Chum? That's Chum.
That is Mr. Chumley. All right. You gonna come up and say hi? Come here. Come on. Come here. Oh. There he is, folks. The incredible Mr. Chumley. But you can't see him because he's too big. You can't turn around, can you? Can you look over this way?
Chum Chum.
Can you look over at Mommy?
Chumley, Chumley.
Yes,
Oh,
do I get a
Paul.
kiss?
Little girl.
Kiss? Yes. Oh. You guys, I wish you guys could see that. He doesn't lick my face, he gives me a kiss. Isn't that right? Hmm? Can you get down? Please? Oh, thank you. you big lummox. This paper hat's making me sweat.
Better do another one.
Do another cracker?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if it does any good. I'm pretty disappointed. You're supposed to pull them and they're supposed to...
Yep, that's kind of a drag.
That is a huge disappointment. This one has a little game in it. It's a little plastic pieces that are triangular shaped and other shapes, and it's got a little paper to show you different shapes to make with it.
Cool.
Like a little puzzle. And of course,
Your crown.
my pretty paper crown. And the fact that these don't, I mean, I thought they were supposed to have some kind of little pop to them, but hey, I might just be completely unfamiliar with the product or not as familiar as I thought I was with it. So, what do you do? Well, I think we're about ready to give this first round of the Christmas live stream a bit of a break. I will be back. Oh, let's see. My son gets off at 9 o'clock. That'll put me back here
10 o'clock. Our time.
about 10 o'clock our time. So I'd be at 9 o'clock on the West Coast, 11 o'clock on the East Coast, I think, or 12 o'clock. But I will get it up on the board there, and you will see it. And hopefully you all will come back here in hour and a half or so, 2 hours. Gonna go grab my son. We'll kind of reset, go for round 2, and we'll review some glog. Christmas glog.
Lisa said that you need a Burger King hat.
I do. With a little fanfare that goes with it.
Eli said he'll be ready for part 2.
Awesome. Really, I hope to see you all part 2. If I don't, I know that you guys have things to do, and it's Christmas and all that. So I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with me thus far, hanging out, watching me construct my gingerbread louses. And we'll be back in a couple of hours or so. We'll see you then. If I don't see you, Merry Christmas.